My name is Brian Harney. I'm an associate professor at Dublin City University Business School, where I specialise in HR and strategy, with a particular emphasis on small firms and growing firms. I was doing a conference presentation at the European Academy of Management. I met a colleague from Northumbria who introduced me to Alison Pearce, who was putting together this bid. I'd also done a little bit of work in the summer school in Ljubljana, so with all those connections coming together, Alison, when she was preparing the bid, because of probably my SME expertise as well that she was aware of, thought that we'd be a nice complementary partner. So obviously from Ireland we've got DIT in the computer sciences and now DCU Business School with the business, so it was a nice match. So I think it was just the fit basically with the project. Yes, so far basically what we've done is through the sandpits, which are fantastic innovations in and of themselves, so on a quarterly basis where people are coming together to discuss the projects with specific themes around methodology, what we've done is begun the process of exploring teaching innovations in different institutions. So for example, one thing, drawing on the computer sciences from Ljubljana, is we've put together a multi-stakeholder model for evaluation. So rather than simply saying to students, are you satisfied with the module, or lecturers, are you satisfied with what you delivered, we're taking those and we're comparing them. So lecturers might think that lecturing, a traditional lecture, is the best format, and actually when we match that with student perceptions, they instead say, do you know what, it's the practical examples, it's the live case studies that we really learn from. So what we're able to do and beginning to do is map varying stakeholder perceptions of the value of different innovations. So what's novel in this project is bringing those multiple stakeholder perspectives to bear. And now that's going to offer some really interesting insights, because in some areas they'll coalesce, they'll say the same thing, but in other areas we may have a huge discrepancy. And then we add the dimensions of how that differs across cultures, levels, undergrad, postgrad, and then also modes of delivery. And add on top of that disciplines. So by doing that, we're going to have a really rich story around innovations in teaching. I suppose keeping in theme with the project, we have multidisciplinary expertise, so we are using everything from case-based interviews. We've had someone sit through, for example, the summer school here in Ljubljana, independent observation. We're doing qualitative interviewing. We're using student reflections. So we're sort of the mindset that the more perspectives that are brought to the table, the broader the understanding. So there isn't a fix. What we're purposely trying to do is have diverse methodologies, particularly drawing on multiple stakeholders. I think broadly already this project has delivered, because what it's doing is it's bringing students, educators, faculty members, administrators, technicians together from varying cultural backgrounds for what are hugely immersive learning experiences. So by definition, even by taking up mobility, I think there's a lot of learning, and the way it's structured around the sandpits has been fantastic in terms of fostering relationships. So I think for many of those things, in terms of the social relationships, networking, this project is already delivered. And we see that in students from different institutions working together on projects, and also faculty members coming together for collaborations. And for example, in Ljubljana here, we had a Global Talent Management conference, so where everybody was coming together to present their research, and what you would have seen from that schedule is multi-institutional papers and insights. For our work package in particular, we're going to deliver sort of a report on some of these teaching innovations with vignettes, case examples from different countries, but also we hope to go beyond that, because I suppose a report is a very static document, so we hope very much to use animations, video, to try and bring some of our lessons to life and to enable better dissemination of the results. I think there's a lot up and rolling, so I think if there's an alignment with your career ambitions and where you sit in terms of your international experience, so I think the benefits are multifold, and it depends on the level you're at. So particularly I see from DCU, we've had a number of early career scholars involved, PhD students, and this has provided them with the opportunity to develop those early networks, to start collaboration projects, and that when you're at PhD stage isn't something necessarily you get the opportunity to do. So you may meet someone at a conference, have a really nice conversation, but you can't embed that relationship. And I think this project gives an infrastructure for people to develop sustained relationships. At faculty level, I think what we're going to bring is cross-cultural insight and understanding. So even from the complexity of understanding the times we can meet in terms of different semesters, modes of teaching, availability of staff, differing requirements in terms of institutional demands for deliverables. So all these things are enhancing our understanding about different cultures and how things work. So we've South Korea, obviously, Poland, Slovenia, the UK and Ireland, and each have their own unique and institutional specific, nationally specific way of doing things. So I think we're broadening our cultural horizon, our global mindsets by being involved in the project, even in the organisation, never mind when we get to the true impact.